All right, good morning, everybody. We are back. Hope you all missed the lives. How's everyone doing today? Okay, let me get a screen up and all that. I'm running a tiny bit late. I do apologize. Let me just get this up and running. Where are we? Here we go. Trade is there, and then that goes there, and then pop that on there. Beautiful. And then share screen. Where's YouTube? Sorry, guys, give me 2 seconds. I will get to the chat. Hope you're all doing well. Share screen. Boom. All right. You should be able to see my screen. We have just opened. Let me just remove all these old drawings. Lorna Duncan, good morning to you. Holy Earth, good morning. Con, welcome. CJ, are we on a new contracts on NQ and ES? Crypto, good morning. Coach Z, Nifa, Cherry, Ama, Kova, Nils. Amazing to have you all back on the stream. It's been what, over a week now? I've come back with a bit of a tan. Hopefully you guys can see that. Got a bit of color, so it's nice. Topped up on some of that vitamin D, which is great. Okay, let's have a look at this open and figure out what the hell is going on today. So, all right, today's been interesting. Kind of pushed down, recovered. Beautiful little gap right here. Look at that gap. Oh, and we're about to approach it. So this could be a nice buy. All right, let's get straight into it. Let's look at some of these contracts that are being traded. Look at the open real quick. So the open candles, this one here. We're in that gap. I'm going to just gear up potentially a trade here. Is it still 5? Everything looks good. Okay, cool. This is right off the bat. Okay, we've got some sellers coming in, 150. Lots of sell pressure coming in. Boom. Nice chunk of buyers. Let's see how they hold up. I'm going to get ready to potentially buy here. Those buyers seem to be holding, so I've entered for a quick buy. Let's see if they can hold. If we break below those buyers, I'm pretty much out. So there's going to be a very quick potential move here. But the sellers might take it if they add more pressure. But I like that big chunk of buyers that came in. And oh, no, we got stopped out quite quickly there. They didn't hold up. But I still think there could be potentially a move here. I'm going to wait a little bit longer. Those buyers didn't quite hold it. But I do think here might be a movement. Let's just have a quick look. Lots of sellers coming in. Bloody hell. Got my finger on the buy again. I might have... Yeah, okay, I'm going back in again. I do think it's going to go up. I think that was just a little bit of a slip there and hit my stop loss. So I've gone back in. Let's see if the buyers can now take control. My stop is pretty much where it should be. This is kind of the morning... the open madness where it's a bit chaotic. My stop was a bit too tight, to be fair. I should have had it a few more points, allow for a bit of movement. But what did that cost me? It cost me 227. So technically I'm at pretty much break even, a little bit in profit if I get out now. But let's see if we can get that extension. Come on now. We want to see big buyers come in. Good. 65 back down to 40. There's a nice pump. Oh, something happened there. That was very quick. I just want a little bit more of an extension or else I'm going to flatten because this might... I don't like these sellers. Come on, buyers. Where are you? Oh, this is why the open can be so choppy. Look at that. But I really want to see this low hold here. I do think the buyers can take it. Let me make these clusters a little bit bigger because, to be honest, they're kind of hard to read at the moment. There it is. All right, let's see. I don't like that. I don't like how those buyers couldn't really hold the line there. I wanted to see these buyers come in and get it a bit higher, but it looks like we might be out, to be honest. Yeah, looks like it might. They just about failed. We still got our stop in place, so let's see if buyers are willing to come back in here. If not, then we're just going to have to wait for it to calm down a little bit. I'm still seeing buyers somewhat interested, but at the top here, there was... Yeah, they got absorbed very quickly. They got pushed down very, very quickly, which is a very big red flag, basically. But I do think the buyers can take control here if they just add a little bit more size, come in a bit more aggressively. Those sellers are still trying to push the market down. Look at that. They're adding 200. Oh, this is not good. Stop adding, boys. Oh, there was a big chunk of buyers that came in. They took their time, but they did just come in. Now we need to see these buyers. We want to stay above this kind of area here. We don't want these buyers failing. They need to get this market up pronto. I want to see size being added, like decent amount of volume being added, coming in big chunks from the buy side. That did not look good. You see that 90 and then instantly went away. That's pretty much out. I'm pretty sure that's it. Yeah, unfortunately, they failed there, those buyers. No big deal. Sellers want to push it down a bit more. Let's do that. We will find the next area of interest, probably around the point of control, to be honest. I can imagine around here, we might get some movement. Let's just draw this little gap out. And while we do that, we can look at the chat. Hello from Sweden. I made it in time. Amazing. Amazing. Oh yeah, Nils, of course. You mentioned was it Instagram? I think it was Instagram. You're on a work trip in Sweden. How is it over there? Cash bands, afternoon to you. Justin, just give us a touch of green. Exactly. Yeah. Almost. It almost worked out, but it didn't quite. The buyers weren't quite ready. They weren't as aggressive as we hoped. And when they were aggressive, they kind of failed. So I'm going to wait for a bit more. We're still in that kind of chaos from the open, which can be quite choppy. Even like it's more than possible for the buyers to take control a little bit lower down, but you're seeing those sell numbers still come in. For some reason, sellers are very adamant. But here it does look like a bit of failure starting to occur, potentially. That might be all the sellers could give. Let's see. Sellers are still trying to short it, though. Give it a moment. They're still coming in very aggressive, those sellers. You're seeing how they're just making everything red. But buyers are kind of holding up now for the first time in the last few candles. They're kind of holding up. Nice big chunk of buyers that came in. I might go in again. But I just don't feel this is an area that really I would expect buyers to come in, to be honest. I mean, we do have a little bit of a low. I guess they took out a little bit of liquidity at the bottom there. And we saw buyers enter rather than get stopped out. But I'm still not that. Nah, you see, look at those sellers. They're coming in still very heavy. So we're going to wait a little bit more. We want to see sellers exhaust a little bit. I think personally, the point of control is going to be more likely the area where sellers will start getting, oh, that was good. Oh, that was very good. You see how those sellers got trapped at the bottom? Oh, this could be, give it a second. Let me just see. I do really want to go in long here. Fuck it. Let's do it. We'll go in long one more time. If we get stopped out on here, then I'm waiting for the point of control. We'll have my stop just below the low here. I want to come on, buyers now. This is your opportunity. Personally, I don't think I would even want it to touch my stop loss. I might get out if I see those fucking sellers. Look at them. All right, but we knocked them back down from 100 down to 34. So there is definitely buyers around here who are trying to hold the line. These guys got to hold the line. If they fail, then we're out. Then I think maybe point of control, something of that nature. It'll go a bit lower. I really, really want to see those buyers come in heavy. Come on, where are you, buyers? No, it's not. Come on. Here we go. Come on. Get up. I want to untrap these buyers at the top here. This 112. I don't like it. I want to get above that 112. Look at those sellers coming like with vengeance. What is wrong with them today? I think this is unfortunately still not it. I think point of control will be the area. Look at those sellers are shorting even at the bottom. They're still very aggressive. I think this was nothing more than a bit of a pushback from the buyers, but the sellers, I'm not seeing buyers really come in right now. They're kind of slowed down a bit. They were looking good for a few seconds in this candle here, but they're just not really taking control of the market yet. But they are buying on the lows, which is good. But I think point of control is really going to be where it is. So we're going to wait till point of control. See, again, they've fucking done it. Look at now, they're coming in like bastards. Why didn't they come in just a candle before? Why are they coming in now? These absolute maniacs. But they're getting pushed down as well, the buyers. Oh, that's a lot of volume now coming in. But I'm not chasing it yet. Because they keep failing around here. You are the worst, NQ. Are you kidding me? No, this is way too choppy. Look at all that volume getting pushed down again. I could go in again and have a stop just below here. But I feel, look, it's just, that's not looking good. All those buyers came in, failed to really get the market up. They do want to push it up, but they're just not, they're not able to get through. No, sellers absorb them very well. So I think the sellers probably got one more push left in them, maybe around the point of control, and then finally the buyers can take control. So I'm going to be patient and wait for those sellers to actually fail. But those buyers come in good chunks. We just want to see where are any other interesting areas. So we've got these kind of little lows here. And then we got a nice low in that gap area, which would be very nice, just around here somewhere. All right, now the sellers are still coming in aggressive. Look at all that volume. That's definitely a few buyers getting stopped out there, this volume here. But then buyers are buying it up at the bottom again and again and again. Dawood, good morning to you. Yes, work trip this week. Nice. Oh, apparently my battery is exhausted. That's weird because I got it plugged in, so I'm unsure why that's happening. Give me a second, guys. What do you mean battery exhausted? It's literally on charge. These freaking cameras. Come on, boys. There we go. All right, we're back. No idea why it said that. I mean, I've got it plugged in, so I don't know. Who knows? Touch green before the big hammer, I'm suspecting, taking a long ES. Nice. Too much hesitation usually pumps. They want to get shorts excited. I think that's kind of, oh, look at that. Did you see that? Yeah, these buyers are coming in quite. There is definitely a big aggressive buyer in this market who's not giving up. Oh, it was the point of control, definitely triggered something there. But there's a lot of volume. I just want to see sellers stop selling. I don't want to chase the buy volume right now because the buy volume hasn't been that effective, right? Every time the buyers come in, they've kind of failed. So it's good to see that buyers are buying. But look, sellers don't have to put that much volume in and are far more effective at getting this market down at this moment in time. So really, on this kind of market, we need to wait for sellers to give up. Once sellers give up, then buyers can take control again. So I'm kind of hoping it's in and around this area. Again, a bit of chunk of buying happening. We got this. We got this. Here we go. Look at that. Look at that volume coming in. Wow. Holy moly. All right, we're in that area. This is where I'm expecting it to happen, hopefully. So we had a few buyers come in at the bottom at 66. We still got sellers coming in. This is fresh sellers coming in. All right, 100. Now we want to see these sellers exhaust. Buyers trying to get on top of them. I've got my finger on the buy button just in case. More fresh sellers. They're still coming in aggressive. It's not ready yet. Not ready yet. These sellers are bloody hell piling on the contracts right now. But that means they are vulnerable potentially. Oh, whoa. These spikes are ridiculous right now. I don't think there's news at the moment. There might be. Oh, something did come out. 244. Oh, just a minute ago. The US has shown flexibility in ongoing discussions, including over. That should be good. That should be a buy. Come on. This could be it. I just want to see sellers stop selling. 130, still sellers coming in, trying to push it down. This could be the area. I don't want to chase it just yet. More sellers are still coming in. I don't know why there's so many sellers in this market, considering we just had some very positive news, which is kind of suspicious to me, why there's so many sellers right now. Buyers trying to still buy the... Okay, buyers are now buying the dip quite well. That 221 buyers, I want to see them try and hold here. No, they're still getting traded through, but they are adding. I've got my finger on buy just in case we get the move. 180, 190, another 100. Ooh, this is crazy. This is a crazy choppy market. Come on, show me something really good. Show me something really good. This is the type of market you can't look away for a second because you're going to miss something here. It's still not ready yet. Still not ready. I want to see sellers stop. Remember, we want to see sellers exhaust themselves. They're still adding those sellers. They're not ready yet. Look at that, another 200. We want to see these sellers fail potentially. Big failure from the sellers. That's what I want to see. Oh, 300. This could be, now they're vulnerable. Let's see if we can get above them. We are above them. Okay, I'm going in based on those sellers being vulnerable. I need to see buyers really take control because we had 300 signed sellers here. Push back down to 100. We know we got a lot of sell pressure stuck in this area here. Now I need to see buyers come in super strong and take advantage of these sellers because they're fresh sellers. They're going to panic. We need to stop them out now. We need to really get this market up ASAP. We need momentum on our side. They're still coming in, those sellers, but good. Buyers are slowly starting to add. We need to really break above now. Come on, buyers, or else I'm going to flatten. If I see any failure, I'm just going to take the money and get the hell out. Come on. Add. Here we go. All right, fresh sellers coming in at the point of control. Buyers, keep adding. No, they're starting to fail. Come on, buyers. Not here. Add. 64, 42, 7. Good. Bring it back. That's it. Good. Get above that point of control now. Come on, add to that position. Come on, you're getting pushed down, buyers. Add. Where are you? Where's that energy? Give me that energy. Here we go, 130. Beautiful. Let's get above them. Come on. Oh, sellers still adding at negative 86. This is the area. If buyers can get above those sellers with a negative 86 and above that point of control, we might have something here. Sellers might just give up a little bit and give us enough momentum to get momentum going. But we need to break above fast. Otherwise, I'm gonna flatten because I don't like what I'm seeing at this moment in time. I need to see more buyers. Sellers are still adding. Come on, buyers. Keep adding onto it, or else you're going to force me to flatten here. I'm going to give you another few seconds if you don't do it now. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pop. Maybe not. How cool would it have been if if it did just pop there? Shit, you bastards. Come on, buyers. Don't lose control here. Add. Or else I'm going to flatten. Come on, 14. These fuckers. I'm getting out, break even. They're just not able to get it up, these damn buyers. We can jump in again if we see there's some fresh buyers coming. Fuck me. They come in every time I exit. They come in just a few seconds after me, these bastards. Why? Why are you waiting? But I still think at the top here that they're not able. If we get a bit lower down again, I might jump in again. Come on. 50, 100. Fuck it. Let's go back in. I have a bit of a tighter take profit. I mean, a bit of a bigger stop loss. I'm trying to move the TP a bit higher. All right, let's see if these buyers here, this 173 can finally, let's see if this is the pop. If this is not the pop, then I get out again. Even if it's a tiny loss, it doesn't matter, but I'm expecting the pop. There it is, good. I really should have held on the last trade, but it doesn't matter, it's fine. Choppy market like this, sometimes you've got to be a bit cautious. Come on, keep it up now. Don't let those sellers take control. Come on, boys. Add. 29, 42, 79, good, 125. That's what I'm talking about. Let's get that extension. Come on. Let's extend. Get that momentum going. Come on, let's wipe out all those sellers that came in at the open. Let's wipe them all out and let's go straight to the high of the day. No bullshit here, boys. Come on. I don't want to see any bullshit. Let's not lose momentum. The moment we start losing momentum, these sellers can gain traction again. And then we get a pullback and all this bullshit happens. And I don't like it. This is way too choppy. Come on, get above those little sellers. What are you doing? Why are you losing momentum again? 67, good. 85, there it is again, good. See, they need to keep adding, but they're being a little bit slow when they do add. They're kind of waiting a little bit too long. Come on, boys, add. There it is again, adding again, good. 58, 72, 100, there it is, boom. Come on, let's keep it going. Buy the top. What are you waiting for? Let's keep that momentum running. Sellers will stop shorting if there's momentum. That's just how it is. But we need to keep buying the top in order to keep that momentum going. The moment they stop doing that, sellers can take control. And then, see, the moment they stop, we're starting to like, all right, we're not really pushing down. Well, now we are a bit. Come on, buy. Where are you? These fuckers. These absolute idiots. There it is, 91. See, every time there's a tiny bit of a pullback, they're willing to buy, these buyers. But that's not good enough. We need buyers to buy at the top. There it is. Come on, 68. All right, sellers coming in at the top. Let's get above them very quickly. Don't give them a chance. Give them zero chance of getting the market down. Just wipe them out. There it is. Come on, wipe them out. One more shot, one more hit. They're like wobbling a bit. They got weak legs, these sellers. We can knock them out here. Come on, break above that 76. Stop faffing about now. One last jab. Come on. You stupid buyers. Why aren't you jabbing? Jab. Nah, these freaking buyers, man. Absolutely useless, these guys. Come on. Stop waiting for a dip and just buy the damn market. These stupid buyers. Where are you? This is getting annoying. All right, yeah, there they come in again, but it's always at a dip and they weren't coming in that strong. Come on. Wipe out these sellers. Wipe them out. I want to see big buy numbers. There it is, 54, good, 68. Let's keep adding to that. Good. Let's get above now. Let's just break this little high. Break it. There it is. Good boy. Good. All right, 100. That's a lot of sellers getting stopped out there. That 126 and 160, that's definitely sellers getting stopped out. But we need more momentum now. Sellers are still coming in. They're still coming in because there wasn't enough momentum. We need to really start pushing hard. Come on. What am I down for the day? 895. So I'm basically break even now. Come on. Let's get a little bit more. One more extension. We're good. One more. Man. Yeah, I got stopped out like 4 times in a row. But it shows, you can get stopped out a few times in a row, but then just one good trade. Once you catch it, that's all you need. That's all you need. Come on, let's keep it going. As soon as that momentum dies, I'm out. I don't like it. Don't like what I'm seeing already. The momentum's dying big time. I'm getting out. There seems to be, again, just momentum is dying a bit. I'm going to wait a little bit. I'm going to lock in. All right, so I'm down $100. So I'm pretty much flat on the day. I'm going to lock in some of that because it would have been really annoying if we got to pull back again. And this is a gap. So I'm going to let it. I'm going to let a pullback happen and then jump in and get a better trade. And that hopefully is the extension because I feel like they are actually starting to buy up again, but I do feel like sellers are still coming in. There might be a pullback of some kind, even if, and in the moment we get that, those dip buyers, will jump in with them. That's what I'm going to do. Beautiful. Looking for short a little bit higher. Nice. I just entered short ES. Nice, Justin. Nice. The momentum's starting to. They're doing all right, these buyers, actually. They're not doing too bad. But yeah, you could. This whole move down here was a lot of, buyers were coming in quite aggressive, but those sellers were really able to, beat the buyers down for a bit. But we will get there. We will do it. We will get our good money-making trade. Here potentially is a pullback. So I'm looking for big buyers to come in whenever there's a pullback, and I'll jump in with those buyers. So let's see. Here's the pullback. All right, 70, 80, still not great. I want to see a big chunk of buyers come in. 30, 30, 159. That could be it. Let's see if they hold up. All right. I've jumped in with those buyers. Let's see if we can get a little bit of a, see if they can quickly push the market up. Come on, boys. We'll put a stop just about there, just a bit below this. I want to see those buyers hold now. If they fail, then, well, fuck me. That's really annoying. Come on, buyers, come in. I know this is the area you want to buy in because I can see you guys starting to come in. Let's get that second extension. Let's not allow those sellers to take control. We know this market wants to go up. Come on. Look at my you bastard. Look at those sellers came in like absolute motherfuckers. Damn. All right, fair enough. Maybe not here yet. Those buyers just got wiped out super quick. All right, maybe not here yet. Let's wait for the next wave of buyers to come in. I've got my finger on buy again. This is a very choppy market. It's moving a lot, I'll tell you that. I would say probably lower your size on this market because the average movement already at 20 ticks per row, and it's actually looking quite small each cluster. So it's moving a lot, this market. All right, there's a new fresh wave of buyers. Let's see if they can hold up. All right, let's jump in with those buyers. Let's see if they can do it now. Stop just below there. Let's see if we can go back up to the high of the day. If those buyers fail again, I don't know. All right, these buyers need to hold the line now. We know they're, oh man, they just got instantly wiped out. Do you see that from 100 to negative 10? I mean, lots of sellers right here. So we don't want to get below those sellers now because that was plus 100 something and it instantly went to negative 10. So we do not want those sellers in any way, shape or form taking control here. Oh God, there they took it control. These bastards. Oh, damn. That is not good for us. Yeah, we're pretty much out on that one. Look at that. Damn. What an absolute choppy market. Crazy market. Look at this. Look at that. Ah, shit, my camera's off again. No signal. Why? I don't. All right, guys. Well, I'm just not going to be on camera, I guess. For some reason, I don't know. It's plugged in. I don't know why it thinks it has no battery. Maybe Is it actually plugged? It is plugged in. What's going on here? Yeah, I don't know, guys. So unfortunately, yeah, but you can hear me still, and you can see the screen, and that's the most important thing, I think. So I don't know. Maybe I need to fully charge the camera beforehand, because I think, yeah, I didn't actually have it on charge. So the battery was flat, and then when I plugged it in, maybe it's not getting enough electricity for as much as being used, and therefore it's, yeah, you know what I mean. It keeps dying. So don't worry, I'll fully charge it after this session, and then tomorrow the camera should hold. Damn, these sellers are extreme right now. I still think buyers are going to take it, but might be the volume has kind of died a little bit. Sellers are still trying to come in, but here no one really seems to be that interested. Definitely more sellers are interested. I'm not seeing huge buyers really come in yet. I tell you what, this is starting to look more and more like a bearish market because the sellers are not giving up. We might get another leg down potential. Oh, there's a big amount of buyers. Yeah, see, buyers are willing to come in very low. They're just not able to buy the highs, annoyingly. So we'll give them a little bit, but they failed there completely, those buyers. So don't get me wrong, buyers can, if they keep adding, they will get it back up again, but they're not very effective right now. They're adding volume into the market, but not much is happening. I'm just going to move these lines to where the low is, and this line to that little high there. Nice. But the volume distribution is looking more bearish at the moment in time. I thought this would be nothing more than a little pullback and then an extension up, but apparently not. That's not what the market wants. It's not what it wants for whatever reason. This is definitely a choppy start to the day. Oh, look at those sellers. They come in big chunks. I've got my finger on buy again. Let's see if the buyers can potentially do something here. Again, see, sellers are willing to short lower down. Oh, buyers ate them up there, which is quite good. But no, they're coming back in, those sellers. I might potentially go in for another buy, but I feel like I might be buying the top if I do that. Because I just don't believe the buyers are going to keep buying. Yeah, see, they just stopped. I think this is still more bearish at this moment in time. I'll just give it a few seconds. Come on, boys, where are you? They're still buying the lows, but they're not really being that effective right now. So I think, personally, I think the sellers might just break through here, and we're going to go down a little bit lower. I'm just not seeing, I'm not seeing anything really particularly great from the buy side. They're coming in with volume, but they're just not able to go much higher. Look, sellers are still shorting it low down. You know, sellers are willing to short here aggressively. Buyers, yes, are willing to buy, but they're really struggling to get it up right now. I don't really want to be on the buy side here because I feel a few more sellers are going to come in and they're going to break this low and push it down. But there's definitely some kind of the way the buyers have been coming in on this move down. I do think they're building up a position, so I do think it will go up at some point. I just don't think it's ready just a second, if that makes sense. Let's see. Might be wrong here. 119, 103. They're adding a bit more size. But again, look, they're getting pushed down. What I ideally would like to see is one big sell candle to come in, take out this low here. Sellers get trapped around here, and then buyers do a quick reversal. That would be very nice. That would be very, very nice. This could be it. So I'm going to wait a little bit longer. I'm not going to chase the bias just yet. I mean, this area is well and truly done. So we've got this area here. Oh, something's happening. Here we go. Let's see if they can take that low out. I want to see one big volume candle. There's definitely buyers get. Oh my God, look at that. Buyers bought that up right at the bottom. Oh, this could be it. That happened so quick. Holy sugar. Look at this. Did you see how quick that happened? I don't want to buy at the top of the distribution because I feel sellers might just jump in again. We'll get another little push down. Damn. I definitely missed that. Ah, you son of a bitch. I definitely missed that. Fuck. That's very annoying. Missing a trade is the worst part. It did exactly what I hoped it would do. Just take out the low, get trapped, and then instant revert. But it happened so freaking quick. Ah, you're the worst, man. That happened lightning fast. See, I kind of want it to go down now so I can re-enter, so I can actually enter. I'm kind of rooting for the sellers a little bit now, just to you know, get my entry. Come on, sellers. All right, the point of control can work as a nice kind of, you know, support. So I might jump in and hopefully we don't. All right, let's go in for the buy. Let's see if that candle can hold where the point of control is and the buy's got enough momentum to keep it up. If it decides to do another rotation down, no big deal. Then we can jump in at the lows. Oh, what the hell is going on? Look at this. Look at that. Got all that volume. Come on. I'm kind of hoping the point of control holds up here and these buyers can keep that momentum. I mean, they're doing all right in this candle, but then again, they're just slowing down. I mean, there's a bit of buying coming in, 50, 40, but they're getting pushed down. I need to see a true breakout come out. This is not looking nice. There it is. Come on, breakout. Here we go. Ugh. Here we go. Since I'm not on camera, I can actually inhale some nicotine. Nicotine does help you trade, I'll tell you that. It is great for trading. Just kind of gives you that little bit of a clarity. I'm not advising anyone do that, but yeah. Here we go. All right, let's see these buyers. Come on, buyers, buy the top. If you don't buy the top, this is pointless. And sellers are just going to push it down again, and we're going to start looking like a range-bound market. So come on. You know you want it, buyers. You know you want it. Let's do it, though. Let's actually make this happen. Let's just break through. Neil says non-smoker for 7 years. Congrats, man. I don't know how you did it. I honestly don't know how you did it. No, just a standard cigarette. The old-fashioned kind. Come on, look at these sellers. They come in such... What is going on today? I thought those buyers had it there. Come on, let's not allow those sellers to... Because you almost can't defend yourself against just pure chaotic aggression. Like that candle there, just a big chunk of sellers. That's really nice, though. The fact that they failed, but we need to get above them. Really get above them. Let's add volume and really get above them. Create that hammer kind of candle. A nice bullish hammer candle. That would be beautiful. It Got to do it quick. Let's get above all that volume here. Let's trap all those sellers. Let's keep those buyers in the game. Let's keep buying it up. You can see sellers still trying to short this damn thing. Let's get above all these sellers. Look at that. They're still coming in. 90, 100. Good. Get above them. Bang. Nice big chunk of buyers came in. Beautiful. Beautiful. Now we need that momentum. Quick momentum. You saw in the candle where there was a lot of momentum, sellers didn't dare to kind of really enter. They only enter when the momentum dies. Gives that opportunity, gives that little bit, you know, it's like the door creeps open a little bit. It just gives them enough space to kind of, you know, creep into the market. But with enough momentum, it's not going to happen. You see, look, and the sellers creep in because they're like, oh, this is a good time to short. We're near the high. And the only way we're going to break that high is if we have momentum and buyers, see, they're just coming back in. And it's the same bullshit over and over. And then buyers, in order to hold it, will need to start entering around here to keep, you know, to keep the market propped up. But if we're not going with pace and momentum and willing to buy at the highs here, we're just going to have this annoying kind of sideways, shitty market. And that's no good for me. It's no good for anyone, whether you're a seller or buyer. It's not fun. Come on, boys. Let's do this now. Dead on the point of control, which is not nice. Because the point of control is just the most heavily traded area. Let's just get buyers in now. Come on. Look at these buyers. They keep failing. They look good for a while, truth be told, but they've just died off their momentum. Really, I should be getting out, I think, and wait for a better opportunity. But I'm going to hold it a bit because I feel like the buyers might come in a bit lower. I think my stop is far enough where buyers can kind of come in and keep the market propped up. So I'm just going to hold it. But in a market like this, where you get these big sell candles just appear and these big sellers come in, it can be dangerous because it just takes one random seller right now to say, right, I'm shorting because there's no momentum really. And I can be wiped out, you know, I can get stopped out, not wiped out, but stopped out. Good, good. So those buyers there, oh, see, there's that big fucking seller again. Look at that bastard. He's coming in every time. It's almost like I don't know, manifested that seller to come in just as I was speaking about him. Boom, he appears right there again. Adding volume. Absolute annoying bastard. What is he doing? Why? That's the big question. Why? Come on, buyers, buy at the bottom. Let's just wipe that seller out. We know he's right here, in and around here. Where's his stop going to be? Probably not that far away. Maybe up here, maybe even up here. But we need to get up there, stop him out, get him out the market, and we've got a good move. But in order for that to happen, buyers have to buy, not just here. They have to buy here. They have to buy here. They have to buy here, here. And they got to keep buying all the way until we get to their stops. Otherwise, look, when they do buy, yes, we push up a little bit. But if at the moment, the majority of buyers kind of, they don't really want to buy at the top here. So they stop buying and then sellers come in and it just pushes it back down. See, boom, sellers coming back in at the top. So there, good, 80. That's what I want to see. Boom, buy at the top. Come on, keep it propped up. Yes, sellers are still coming in, but we need to keep buying. Let's get these numbers bigger. I want to see bigger numbers. That's it. Wiped out those sellers. Big chunk of sellers again. We have to add more. Wipe that seller out. Come on. Get above and wipe them out. That's it. That's it. Good. – Finally, they're willing to kind of buy a little bit higher now. There we go. You see, the moment the buyers are willing to buy at the top, we can wipe these sellers out, but they're still coming in because they're getting closer and closer to their stops right now. They're going to start defending hard. We don't want that happening. We want to see sellers give up, right? They have to give up. They have to be like, shit, all right, I'm defeated, done. And the only way we do that is by punishing them hard, by really going in strong. Look, sellers are still trying to short. They're still trying to defend their stops. Now, I can imagine their stops are going to be in and around that black line here. I got my finger on flatten because, truth be told, if we get to that black line and we see a bunch of sellers come in hard, that means sellers are not willing to get stopped out and they might push this market down again. Just as I say that, it's starting to look a little bit like dangerous. But I'm going to give the buyers a few more seconds to buy what they would call a dip. Come on, buy the dip, boys. We got really close to stopping them out. Let's not fail here. Come on, keep the momentum. 11, minus 25, minus 14. I need big numbers. Come on. Give me a few big numbers. Big chunks to come in. Sellers are still freaking shorting it. They're not willing to let go. Come on, big numbers. Ah, you absolute son of a... There's all big sell numbers, kind of medium-sized sell numbers. Come on, buyer. Where are you? Add. Add. Look at this, negative 70. I don't like it. Get above it. We almost had them there. We almost had them. They're defending too freaking strong. Come on, buyers. Where are you? Buy the dip. It's dipped enough for you to buy. Come on. You absolute son of a... These freaking sellers, man. Are you kidding me? Back at my entry. That was very annoying. Come on. I know these buyers want to come in. Where the hell are you? You kidding me, boys? Are you freaking kidding me? You allowed the sellers to freaking take over. They're the buyers. Why do they come in so low down? Because now you've given the upper hand to the sellers. Because look, now sellers are shorting it lower down. They're doing exactly what the buyers should have done at the top. The sellers got this now. They've won this. The sellers won it there. I mean, don't get me wrong, buyers are willing to buy here, but are they going to take control? I don't know. They got so freaking close of getting out of, getting those sellers out the market, and they completely flopped, completely gave control back to the sellers for no damn reason. Few more buyers at the top here and we would have had it. Now we've got to go all the way back down here. Now they're wanting to enter, but look how much they're struggling now. You gave control away, buyers. You gave control to the sellers. This is all your fault. Could have had it, but you didn't want it. I think the sellers got this. Personally, I think I might get stopped out here. I'm going to hold it. Nonetheless, I'm going to hold it. Let's see if by miracle, some big buyer might just decide to come in. But even at the lower down here, they're struggling. Come on. There we go. All right. Now they're starting to wake up a bit. Keep buying the top. Come on. Give me that momentum. Let's not waste it here. Come on. 130, 170, 180. Come on. We'll see big numbers come in constantly. Come in. 50, 30, 60. Good. Good. 100. All right. 90. Good. All right. Now that they're doing okay. They're buying near the highs as the candle progresses upwards. They're continuing buying, but a bit of sell pressure came in there. Dropped the numbers down a bit, but they're still buying. 90. Good. All right. Here's some big, decent sized chunk of sellers. We need to get above them very quickly. Come on. Come on. Get above those sellers now. Minus 50. Come on. Get above. Add. Don't be scared of these sellers. That's it. Wipe them out. Come on, they're still in the game here. Wipe them out. If you can't wipe out -50, then what hope is there? It's -20 now. You can wipe this out. There's no hope here. They couldn't even break past 90. Look at that. Sellers are still willing to jump in. Absolutely no hope. What are they doing? Come on. 43, 27, 17. You're getting pushed down. Give me 100. Freaking kidding me. These buyers are useless. Absolutely useless right now. Come on. Stop messing about here. Back at the point of control. Let's stay above that -110. We want to stay above those sellers. Don't give them any room. Stay above them. Come on, squeeze them out. Add. Right here, you need to add. Oh, look at that. -180. Damn. Where are the buyers? 20, 17, 5. This is all pathetic numbers. 15. Ah, you're kidding me. Come on. All right, there's a little bit of a chunk. Went to 42, back down to 30 something, back down to 17, 3, 11, -2. Great. Come on. Just 100 contracts would do so well here. Give me like 100. Frickin', I'll take 80 at this point. I don't care. Just give me some decent numbers here. Not on the sell side, on the buy side. Come on. Or else I'm going to flatten because it's starting to look a bit weak, man. These buyers are looking weak. I'll be honest. They're looking very weak here. But the sellers are struggling as well. They're adding a hell of a lot more volume. But considering how much volume they're adding, they're not doing that much damage, which is a good sign, but it's worrying because they're willing to keep adding. There's a bit of buying. All right, good. 120. Come on. Let's keep it going. Come on, get above. Get above. Oh, don't get below. That's not looking good. That's it. Those buyers failed. I think that's it. We're out. These freaking buyers, man. You were so close and you've absolutely fumbled it. It's not it. It's not it. We have to wait for the next opportunity. We're just basically in a range here at this moment in time. Very, very rangy right now. So I'm not really going to be buying unless we get down here again, because near the midpoint of the range, it's just the buyers aren't doing what they're meant to be doing. And the sellers just want it that little bit more right now. They keep coming in, those buyers, bit by bit, but they're just not coming in strong enough. They almost had it here. A few more points. If they just added a bit more volume, we could have stopped those sellers out and we would have been good. But nope, I don't want it. They don't want it. All right, let's wait. Let's see what we can do here. This is one hell of a choppy market, I'll tell you that. Just need one good trade. That's all we need. All right, I kind of want it to go down now. I want to get a good price near the lows here. Again, if we can wipe down, lower down here, maybe around, 29,100 even, that would be great. 29,100, beautiful. Holding this short ES for a little while. Nice. Nils, thanks again, Sammy, for help passing the 50K. You're welcome, Nils. You're welcome. I'm really glad to hear that. Justin, Sammy, do you try not to go short? I could go short, but I'm more aligned with the buyers overall. And I do think the buyers are going to take this. And I think there will be a nice big bullish move coming in. I would only start considering going short, truth be told, if we break the range. If we get lower down and I see buyers no longer kind of really participating, then yeah, okay, I will start aligning myself more short. But I do think buyers they haven't taken control fully yet, but I don't know. They're just waiting. I think it just needs a little bit of a better price, a little bit lower down, and the buyers will come in. Because when they do come in, they come in well. Like I'm a little annoyed I missed that trade there, but it happened so lightning quick. It dipped down and boom, we're already up here. What can you do when it happens that quick? I just want to see a good amount of sellers get trapped, and buyers take advantage of them. And then we can go back up again. All right, here we go. Come on, let's get it down. Let's get it down to around 29,100. Come on. Let's get it down. Get it down. Down, down, down. Down, 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 down. Down, down, down. Let's get this account up here. I've yet to take a cash account trade. I'm glad I didn't, because today's been brutal in terms of how the market's moving. It's not nice at all, because it moves lightning quick, a candle, It's not nice at all. So I'm glad I didn't take any cash account trades yet. Yeah, see, I don't want to chase any of this buy volume, because I just don't think it's the one. I think they're just going to end up getting trapped, like these guys here. Yeah, see, they're just potentially getting trapped. We need to get lower down. We need to get back down to these lows here, and then I want to see sellers get too confident, put on too much size, get trapped, buyers come in, like we had here. But then again, that did happen already. Are they going to do it twice in a row? Who knows? Who knows? It might not actually get back down to that low before buyers are willing to jump in. Because let's find where those initial buyers were. I believe they were in and around, like the initial buyers were in and around here. So around 150. So maybe if we get near 150, we'll see some of those buyers come back in. So we do have a few more points it can drop. Let's see what happens. I'm going to make the low. All right, here we go. We're getting close to it. Getting close to that low. Let's see. All right, we're at it. Just a big chunk of sellers came in. So maybe I think some of those buyers got out break even. I don't think they're defending. I'm not seeing any buyers come in yet. They might be waiting for the low. Come on, boys. Drop it a little bit more. Just a little bit more. I'll get my finger ready on the buy button. I would love to see this gap get touched, because we're not far from it as well. It's not really a great gap, to be honest. But if I do a volume profile from this low to where we are now, let's see how it actually looks. And the gap on that side is a little bit higher. It's generally in and around this kind of area. There seems to be a bit of a gap. It's not a great gap either. Damn, those buyers really failed. Holy moly, they failed. Still not ready for the buyers yet. I want to get a bit lower. Sellers still coming in, 130, 150. Sorry, not 150. 50, 39. I got my finger on buy just in case. 100, sellers still coming in. We're about to break the low. Do we see buyers buying it up again at the low? Let's see. They're not willing to get out, these buyers. I'm going to jump in with them. Let's see if they can create some momentum here, because I can have a super tight stop at least. That's what I love about trading at the low. My stop can be super, super tight. I mean, the chances are sellers might take it because we've had buyers fail constantly. I feel like sellers need to push it down a little bit more for buyers to really come in, but it's okay. Because if we really break below that 90 there, because that came in an instant, I know this is not going to happen just yet. So I've got my finger on flatten. Come on, 150, 160, 190, 180, 200. They're adding, but nothing's happening. This is not good. Come on. Buyers are really struggling. Sellers are still shorting it, which is not great. 114, 50, 50, 37. There's still some sell pressure coming in, which is not nice. Come on, keep adding, boys. The sellers are still pushing them down. Every time buyers add a little bit, we're getting pushed down. 100. Oh, that's not good. That's not good at all. Look at these absolute maniacs, man. Yeah, it wasn't ready yet. Wasn't ready yet. All right, now we're in that gap. Let's see. Will the buyers actually trap some of these sellers? Again, a bit of chunk of buying coming in, but they got instantly wiped out. Here's a big chunk of stops getting hit and whatnot. Let's see if buyers are still interested. They're not interested at all as of yet, which is interesting. No buyers truly want this yet. Oh, yeah, no, the sellers just came in super strong. I'm starting to shift that this could be bearish now, guys. We do have this low here, though. I'm still not convinced that it's bearish. I'm still not convinced. Truth be told, I'm not convinced. I still feel like the buyers are going to come in very, very strong and get this market up. All right, we'll get at that low. Wow, look at that, 500. That is a lot of volume getting squeezed out. That's a lot of take profits right there from the sell side. So we know sellers are taking profit. So I want to see what happens here. We've got majority fresh buying coming in, but it's very small. It's nothing worth jumping in for. Fresh selling coming in. Come on, show me something. It's still very, very bearish here. Look at this volume. But I do think any moment now we might see some buyers come in and sellers exhaust themselves. If not, this is just going to flood down. Come on. Let's see. Crypto. Sammy, what is the maximum number of lots you can use on this account? Maximum you can use, I think it's 4? No, 3. 3 minis. So like 30 micros. But yeah, I would never max it out because you'd like instantly fail basically. Especially in this market. You got to be able to withstand like 5, 6 losses in a row. Realistically speaking, if you want to be on the safe side. Still nothing yet. Look at that. Buyers are still, I would say that's more sellers getting trailed out than anything else. I don't think that's true buy volume. There is a lot of freaking sellers coming in. Jeez Louise. All right, let's see the next area of interest. That did not hold at all. There was no... We've got these lows here, which I believe we just taken out. And I think that big spike in volume was definitely take profits, right? Sellers taking profit. Yeah, in and around here, a lot of sellers, again, have got out the market, taking profit. So it's good that sellers are exiting. That means we may potentially start seeing potential for this reversal to occur. But we've got to be a bit more patient. I'm not chasing any of this because I think predominantly most of this buy volume is going to be sellers getting trailed out. So these are sellers exiting, sellers getting trailed out. More fresh sellers actually entering. So we want to see what happens in and around, this kind of area in the next candles. That will give us a clue. So we really want to watch it now. All right, sellers still coming in. Big chunk of buyers. Buyers willing to buy. Sellers still willing to short. So sellers are actually not giving up yet. They're still willing to short. But buyers are coming in. Okay, so we know in and around this area now, buyers are happy to buy. Okay, so let's wait for a bit of a pullback into this area. If buyers are still willing to buy here, when we get back into it, we're good for entering a buy, and then we can have a stop to there. But I don't want to chase the buy volume. I don't want to front run it anymore. So basically, these are the initial buyers, the first real fresh buyers that sparked the move off, like in and around this area, right? A lot of this volume is going to be very hard to kind of figure out what it is. It's going to be a mixture of sellers getting stopped out, trailed out, bit of fresh buying. Very hard to figure out that volume. I didn't want to front run it. Annoyingly, front running would have worked out nicely in this one, but what can you do? I just want to see a pullback, and then all right, sellers trying to short it at the top here. So we got, here's the first sign of fresh sellers coming in. And these were the fresh buyers. So it's really between these guys and these guys. That's the battle now. So if we get back into this area and we see these guys defend, so add more to their position, I'll be happy to buy. If we see sell numbers appear when we get to this area, I'm going to take that as these buyers have got out at break even and they've let go of their position. So let's see what happens. Come on. Also, we're at psychological level, 29,000, hence why there was a big chunk. Look at that, 400. That's definitely take profits right there. At 29,000, we got all this volume that just piled up. That's a lot of sellers from this whole move down actually exiting the market. So we know the sell pressure is leaving the market, which is good. So we just want a bit of, like the start of a new move. We're a bit early. Come on. I say, all right, some fresh sellers coming back in, trying to... Buyers are kind of buying the dip, though, quite early on. I'm going to get my finger ready. Come on. Movie, yeah, I know, bro. We can't see the cam. The cam, oh, it overheat. Sorry, the battery ran out or something, even though it's plugged in. I tried to switch it on again, but it just kept going off. So unfortunately, you just you're not gonna be able to see me in this stream, but I'll fix it for the next one. Don't worry. I think just the battery was so dead. Even plugging it in, and once the streaming, it just wiped out the battery. There was just not enough buffer, you know. Okay, so in that area, we saw more sell numbers, which wasn't that good. I didn't really see that much defense. I liked what I saw right there, how we got above those sellers very quickly. I liked what I saw there. All right, I'm going to go in for a buy again. Move. There we go. We'll just target, the highs here. Who cares? Doesn't really matter. Now, I don't really want the market to go lower than that 50 because that's where the sellers instantly failed. And we saw buyers go in above them. So if we kind of get below there, I'm not going to put my stop right below there because I feel like it can just dip a little bit and then, stop me out, but then continue. So I'm going to have a bit of a bigger stop, but I'll keep my finger on flatten and really gauge what happens if we get to that negative 50. Hopefully we don't. Hopefully buyers keep buying it and we get a bit of momentum and start pushing up. But if not, sellers are still shorting. So we want to get above those sellers. We don't want them to have any room to breathe, essentially, right? 60 on the buy side, 59, 72. We want to see bigger numbers on the buyers, though. This is just still a little bit weak. They're not coming in aggressive enough. All right, we wiped those sellers. I know they bumped it back up. Good. We wiped them out there, added a bit of volume. Beautiful. Definitely some stops getting hit there. Good. Come on now. Let's get that extension. All this volume at the top here is most likely stops from the sell side getting triggered, which is good. Hopefully sellers do not want to keep re-entering. They start giving up because we know a lot of the initial sellers from the move down did get out and took profit. So all these fresh sellers are not the ones really who started this move. They're no longer in the market. So these are people just trying to short it and potentially getting trapped as buyers keep getting above them. So that's kind of what I want to see what happens now. But we need to keep getting above those sellers. Don't give them any room to breathe here. Every time the sellers come back in, we want to get above them. Trap them, get them out. Trap them, get them out. Trap them, get them out. So buyers got to keep adding to their positions higher up like that. Perfect. See, as soon as they add near the highs, we wipe them out. And we can potentially keep this going for a really nice move up until the sellers actually give up and say, you know what, not worth it anymore. Let's stop shorting. Let's wait for a better price and be a bit patient. Then we can get a nice few good candles, that really kind of push this market up. But right now, the buyers are looking quite nice. They're willing to buy near the top. Yes, sellers are still willing to short it, which is a little annoying. But as long as buyers keep buying it up and get above that 93, keep trapping them, trap them, wipe them out, trap them, wipe them out. Don't let them gain any, you give the sellers one or two bearish candles, it's going to give them too much confidence and loads of sellers will jump in and be like, oh, this is a continuation, jump. And it can overwhelm the buyers and that's it basically. Come on, we don't want a bearish candle at all. We want to keep this all bullish. See, as soon as it becomes bearish, look at these sellers all jumping in. Oh yeah, this is continuation. You're giving them hope. We don't want to give them hope. Buyers, where are you, boys? We don't want to give these sellers hope. What are you doing? Come on, you bastard. Buyers, where are you? Look at all these sellers jumping in. Of course they're going to jump in. You've given them a bearish candle. Come on, buyers. Let's get above those sellers now. Pronto. Jump in. Let's trap them. We want to see them trapped and wiped out. Trap, wipe out. They are potentially could be trapped if we can get above them. But it's not looking hopeful because I'm not seeing any real buyers coming in with any aggression. It's a failed move in my opinion. It's happening every freaking time. I'm going to get out pretty much. I'm not going to allow it to go near my stop. We'll jump in again. Every single freaking time. The buyers just do not give enough volume. And you give the sellers too much hope and they all jump in and then overrun us. So we're going to wait for, again, buyers to, I guess, start buying again. But it really was around here is where that initial buyer kind of came in. So I'm expecting that buyer to do something. We can jump in again. All right, there. Oh, look at that. Son of a bitch. I got a really bad price set. I actually clicked it when I saw that negative 90. And then instantly it shot up and gave me a really bad price. I should be more there now. Ah, bastard. But the buyer did come in. So let's see if that buyer can hold it up now and finally get this move up that we've been waiting for. Sellers are still shorting it. My stop is not nice. I don't like my stop, to be honest. This could very easily get stopped out with a bit of sell momentum here. But I'm putting my trade on the line of that buyer there who initially came in, but it's just looking like they're not willing to trade anymore. They came in there for a little bit and they've just given up. Come on, are you kidding me? Nah, we're out again. Son of a bitch. I tell you what, today I'm getting chopped up quite a lot. Getting chopped up quite a bit. But it's all right. It's all right. Why have I got this black line here? What was this black line? Oh, okay, that was... All right, I can get rid of that. We don't need that anymore. That's old. Very, very old. I just want to see sellers get trapped. Like a good amount of sellers get trapped and buyers trade above them. Come on. Come on. Come on. Up, up, and away. Up, up, and away. Nothing here, nothing yet. What is this black line? That's got to get pushed down to here. I do like this low here. I'm going to draw that one out as well. I'm not seeing anything yet. Got my finger on the button just in case. I'm not seeing anything amazing yet. Bit of buying coming in, but we haven't really had a lot of selling at the bottom there, which I didn't quite like. I want to see a good amount of sellers get trapped. That was kind of it there, a little bit. It wasn't great, but that looked good for a second there. 120. If we get above that 120 quickly, we got something. That 112 even. They're keeping it lower down. They're keeping it pushed down. They're not ready yet. Nah. If we got above that, that would have, excuse me, that would have been good. Might still happen though. 60. Oh, okay. We got something here. This is it. All right. I'm going to jump in again. Let's see if the buyers finally get it now. Or are they just going to, again, fail at the top here? But we need to get above. They're doing something. They're doing something, these buyers, but they're just not going crazy enough for me. All right, 60. Come on, let's see these buyers not fail. Ah, you fucking kidding me. They failed so quickly. Nah, guys, I think this is... They're just not... They're not willing to do it. Come on, where were you? You were there a minute ago. Come on. I know you got it in you, buyers. I can see what you were trying to do there. They were trying to trap these sellers here, and they almost did it, and they're still trying to do it. They're still trying to trade above heavy sell volume. They're trying to squeeze these guys out. It's like we haven't got enough buyers right now to really get it. There it is, a little bit more. Come on. There it is. Fucking, you take your time, these buyers, man. I'm telling you that. Sometimes they... But then again, those sellers come in, and we need to just keep trucking above them. That's it. Come on, squeeze them out now. Punish them. Don't get pushed down. Punish them. Punish those sellers. Punish them. Finish them. What was that game? Was that like Street Fighter or something? Finish them. That's what I want to hear. I want to hear that echo across all buyers. Finish these sellers. Wipe them out. Mortal Kombat, that's the one. Finish him. Come on, let's not fail here. Let's keep adding volume. 26, 18, where? Come on. If you start failing here, I'm going to flatten, grab the money. I don't want to take too many hits here. The amount of times I was up $400-500 and it just reversed again because I was trying to hold for that extension, hoping the buyers keep buying, and they just weren't having it. But I'm going to hold one last time for these buyers. Otherwise, I'm going to start micro scalping because it's the only way in this market. But I still believe the buyers got a good move in them. There it is. Come on, 69, 60, 90, 50, back down to 15. Come on, reload. Reload. You son of a bitch. Look at this. Where's the reloading? I want to see some reload action. Keep adding. That's it. 70, 90. Beautiful. Come on. There it is. 80. Reload that shit. Let's get above them. Come on. Come on, buyers. One last push up. Let's break above. Anyone shorting out there, get the hell out the market. Let's make room for us buyers. 20, 30, 50. Buyers are willing to start buying at the top, which is a good sign. I think we might get a breakout. Hopefully. Sellers are still coming in, but let's get above those sellers. Let's squeeze them out. Squeezing away. Come on. We got this. Come on. One last push. Don't let those sellers take over. Come on, buyers. One last push. Hold the line here. This is a story of my life today, man. We get so close to squeezing the sellers out, and then the buyers just fail. I want to see one extension from the buyers. Come on. Give me just one. Make my day. It will make my day if I just get one extension from the buyers here. You know, stop giving up at the highs and just do it. Squeeze them out. We really want to see sellers get squeezed out for once. Look at those sellers adding to their position. Jeez Louise. You would have thought they've made enough profit today. Why, just give up. Don't get greedy now, sellers. Look at it. Adding 100. Come on, get above that big seller. I really like the fact that went to negative 100 and we're trading above them. This is my new stop loss, can be around this area if we can get a bit further. I think the buyers might actually gain enough traction here to squeeze that seller out. They came in a bit too aggressive. They might be punished for that. They put a bit too much risk on the line. Come on, buyers. You're letting them out. Come on. We almost had them there. We almost had them. Don't let them out. You son of a bitch. Come on. Come on, buyers. Squeeze that bastard out. You failed again. You have failed me. You have failed your ancestors. You have failed everyone, buyers. You have been pathetic. Nah, it's going to be another failed frickin' trade at break even. Damn, I was up like 700 on that bastard. I'm gonna put it at break even to stop and just leave it at that, because and just hold it and just hope that the buyers can, take advantage of those sellers. But it doesn't look like they're willing to do it. They were willing to do it, to be fair, in and around here. I saw what they were trying to do. They're still trying to do it. They just don't have enough oomph to break through those sellers. Sellers are just a little bit stronger right now and keep kind of, even when they're looking a bit rocky, it's not quite there. I'm starting to be convinced you can't lose on longs as long as you go small. Pretty much, Justin. You were giving it to them today. I managed to close that target for the day of 600. Beautiful, Nils. Beautiful. Well done. I'm starting to see higher highs. Very nice. You are right. Starting to slowly see that structure. I think the buyers have got it. I'm trying to hold for that big extension, But part of me is like, maybe I'm better off just micro scalping it when we get to these highs, take the money, because many times I was up, 700 here, 500 here, and then closed out at break even. It would have been a very nice day if I, was willing to kind of get out at a bit of a lower target and just accept a bit less. But I'm really looking for that home run trade, because I do think we can go back to these highs, and get that nice home run move if we can break above some of these sellers. And we get very close to doing it. We almost, squeeze them out, and then they just lose that momentum ever so slightly. And now the next area where, we know there are sellers here fighting for their life to keep this market down. And we're constantly attacking them. We're attacking them. And they keep adding those sellers. So I really do believe, because there's a lot of volume from the sell side here. There's a lot of money on the line here from those sellers. If we can get above these highs and squeeze those sellers out, I think we got a very nice move up. So my trade is at break even, the stop loss. So either way, I'm not going to lose money on this trade. So I'm just going to try and hope that these buyers, that's good. I think a few sellers getting dropped out here, potentially. It looks like they might just take it. But look at that. They're getting pushed back down again. We were at plus 100, back down to 22. Do you see what I mean? They just fail at the critical moments. They're failing. And it gives them enough room for the sellers to add onto their position and kind of, go back into the safety zone for them. Every time it gets a bit dangerous for the sellers, the buyers just give up a little bit. But this is really looking like, we're kind of getting squeezed on both sides here. But I am starting to see a slow shift in the sellers, in terms of the sellers are adding and being very aggressive in defending this area. What I can say for certain is if we get above and we stop out these sellers, all their stops are going to be in and around this area. If we can just get that push into that stop, I believe we got a beautiful move up. And I think the home run trade is going to happen. So here's the last one, or maybe not the last, but here's another attempt at the buyers trying to squeeze these sellers out. Let's see if the buyers can hold up here. Sellers again defending the highs, right? They're really desperate. They do not want to get stopped out, and rightly so, because they've put a lot of money on the line here. Again, sellers adding to their position, right? Not willing to let go. But again, if buyers do fail and keep failing, eventually buyers are going to give up and just admit defeat here, and then the sellers will take it for another move down. How can I see my current PA, like how much I'm up? I really don't know, to be honest. Well, doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. I'm gonna guess because I was up like 700 at the top here, so I'm assuming I'm up around 700 right now. Okay, come on. Oh, sellers coming back in again. Come on, get above those sellers. That's it. I like the volume build up here from the buyers. They're starting to add a bit of aggression. Come on, we can pop above them. But critically, if we do pop above these highs and stop the sellers out, so if we see big buy numbers, we need to see buy numbers continue. Here we go. Sellers are actually adding to their stop, those fuckers. They didn't get stopped out. They're adding to their stop loss. These sellers are desperate. Fuck me. That was close, man. Did you see that shit? They didn't get stopped out. Sellers are so desperate, they're willing to add into their stop loss, which is generally a sign that it might not happen because they're just way too aggressive. But I still believe, like, the thing is, it comes down to risk reward, right? The reward, if the buyers manage to squeeze the sellers out, would be so significant. It will be a really nice move. But the way the sellers are coming in almost makes me believe they know something's about to happen. It has that hint of insider trading, you know, where they're not willing to give up. And it does make me think maybe there is a bit of insider trading happening again. But we will see. I am going to hold this shit because I want that big ass move. I want the home run trade. I want these sellers to get squeezed out, man. We were so close to squeezing out. Because remember, if the sellers got stopped out, we would see buy numbers. We actually saw sell numbers come in, basically meaning these sellers. Well, I'm about to get out break even. All right, I'm out of break even. Didn't happen. Basically meaning sellers were adding to their position rather than, you know, what's the word? Buyers buying at the bottom here again. I might go in again potentially. Fuck. I still think these buyers got it, man. But I just gotta have to have a bigger stop loss, unfortunately. The question is, do I risk it? But I do think these buyers can get it, man, because this is going to be such a good move. Fuck it. Let's go back in. Let's do it. Let's do it. Stop at the bottom. If I get stopped out here, I'm done for the day. Let's go for one last move. Come on, buyers. Let's do it. Let's not give these sellers any room. Come on, buyers. I want to see big buyers come in. Where are you, buyers? If I'm out, I'm out. I don't care. Then I'm done for the day. Wrap it up. And we'll just chalk it up as a losing day. These days happen. Oh, the high of the day is far higher. Where is it? It's all the way up here. Come on. Don't stop me out here. These sellers are still adding. Come on, buyer. I know you're in and around this area. I know you want to squeeze out these sellers. I know you want to do it. Just don't stop me out before you do it. That's all I ask. I don't care about being in drawdown. I don't care if you want to faff around this area. Just do not stop me out before you squeeze these bastards out. Come on. Come on now. Squeeze them out. Man, we're already at 24 ticks per row, and it's looking... Look how small these clusters look. This market's actually moving a lot. Definitely lower your size on a day like this. I would 100% say lower your size. It's deceptive because it doesn't look like it's moving that much, but believe me, this is actually big movements. Each candle is actually a lot more than average. Come on, buyers. Add. Let's squeeze these sellers out. Let's just one last shot. They have to drop out eventually. because we know, think about what we know so far about what's happened. The sellers that sparked this move down, a large chunk of them exited and took profit in and around these areas. Then we got fresh sellers willing to come back in to keep shorting it to go for another move down. Buyers are trying to squeeze out these fresh sellers, and if we do by going above here and they allow their stops to get hit, boy, do we have a great move up, right? That's the logic here. We have a great move up if the sellers who come in this area here get stopped out. We need to stop them out. But annoyingly, they do keep adding these sellers. They almost got stopped out, right? At the above here. Like you would expect their stops to be anywhere in this kind of area here. We expect a lot of stop losses, right? Instead, they didn't get stopped out. They added to their position. You can see buyers trying to squeeze these sellers out. They're actively trying to squeeze them out. So the buyers are the underdog, right? Make no mistake about it. Buyers are the underdog. And I am betting on the underdog here because if the underdog wins, it's going to be a far better move than if the sellers win. And I want that big movement. So I'd rather take a loss today overall and say, all right, this is my last trade I've got in me. If I get stopped out, we'll call it a day. Potentially to have a very nice movement up. But at this moment in time, all I can see is the intention that buyers are trying to squeeze the sellers out. But the sellers also, their intention is to stay in the market and push it down. So it really is just a battle here. I mean, anything could happen. I mean, who knows who's going to win? But I'm betting that if the buyers win, we have a better move. And that's literally all it is. Come on, buyers, squeeze them out. Come on. Come on. Tamsleen, good to see you, man. Hey, man, definitely an argument to be made that if we are going higher here, they will sweep buy-side stops before a quick move up. It can happen. Usually what causes that to happen is usually if buyers, so like it's like a domino effect, right? It's kind of what happened here with the sell side, right? It looked like sell stops got hit, but it's not truly what actually happens. What truly happens is just sellers added more to their position. No one actually got stopped out, right? But I think, in like certain trading terms, people say, oh, sell side stop got taken out. No one actually got taken out. If they did get taken out, buyers could have taken more advantage of them and pushed them up. So in terms of all the buy stops, that probably in and around, these areas here, that's going to be distributed, obviously. It's not going to be perfect. I think if buyers get taken out, I think that's it for them. I think if buyers do truly get taken out and their stops get hit, I think sellers will have enough momentum to actually keep this market going down, to be honest. I think the critical area is really around here. It's really the critical area for me. Because it seems that buyers are, like, they want to squeeze the sellers out. You can see them actively trying to do it. But I think if they fail, buyers might give up. But we won't know what exactly will happen until it happens, right? I'm about to get stopped out. Come on. Nah, we're out. We're done. Sellers took it. And I think once the sellers stop out the buyers, like we're seeing here with these peaking numbers, I think buyers are going to give up and accept defeat, essentially. The sellers just wanted it too much. They just wanted it more and more. And I don't think the buyers are really trying to, what's the word? We'll see. I mean, they might want to come back in, but I think they're going to essentially admit defeat here, right? It's unlikely we're going to squeeze these sellers out now. If we couldn't do it at the top here and push them up, it's unlikely we're going to be able to get it up all the way from down here. So I think the buyers overall are going to pretty much give up, and sellers are just going to get that momentum and continue with another leg down. Unfortunately, maybe I was wrong. Buyers just came in again, but I'm not believing it. I don't think buyers have got it. Maybe. Oh shit, maybe. They're going in again for another stab at it, but they've been doing this all day. They've been doing this all day, and they always fail the buyers. They fail at the most critical moment. So chasing them now, there's a good chance they're just going to fail at the tops here again. The buyers are good at buying the bottom. They're not good at buying the top in this market. Whereas the sellers are happy to short at the bottom always. And that's what's given them the advantage here. And that's what's really given them, the ability to actually break the lows. And buyers just cannot break the highs because they're just not adding volume at the critical areas, Like, look what's happening right now. All right, buyers are actually buying the high, to be fair. But this is not really a significant high, right? It really matters on that high there. Ah, shit. This might actually... Now, look, sellers are coming back in. Come on. Show me the money. What is going on? No. See, they're not really adding. They do add a bit, but then once they get pushed down, they're kind of failing a bit. Look at that. 4, 18, 5. It's just all of a sudden they die off. They just die off. They're not. And that's it. And then sellers add a volume, and then they make a bit more room. And yeah, this is a scalper's market essentially. Trying to hold for the home run trade was the wrong method today. I should have very much just sort of got out at the first sign of failure and just grabbed, the 500, the 700, and it would have been fine. But I was trying to hold for that big home run trade, and I think that fucked me today. I put too much faith in the buyers, unfortunately. But it's fine. It's all good. I took too many break-even hits today. Too many break-even hits. I'm trying to see this. This could. Let's see what the chat's saying. Just Coach C, good to see you, man. Justin came just above low. Came just above low to trap new shorts at 411. Where was that? 411. Just a trap shorts. Yeah, I think definitely shorts are trapped. You see, I agree with you, Justin. This is when shorts start to average down. That got trapped, then slow climb. What do you think? I do agree with you. I think these shorts here are definitely currently trapped. But we also have shorts, that came in this whole area here who are very good at defending, right? Earlier, they were just defending like so well. And I just don't know if the buyers are willing to trade here to really actually break above. Like, again, they're not coming in strong enough. At least at this moment in time, there's nothing here that shows me the buyers are that aggressive. They need to be aggressive here. Now, if I start seeing, 100 buyers, 200, and they start, then yeah, okay. We might have the momentum now to actually break above and take out the sellers. But the buyers just are They're very much buy the dip energy today. All right, here's a little bit of buying at the top. Little bit. But again, what did it peak at? 60 contracts? It's just not enough, right? And it's already dropped down to 26 again. So sellers just ate them up. It's been very much buy the dip. The buyers are willing to come in at the dip, but then no follow through. You know? Long run, first day after a long break, face cam. Yeah, sorry about the camera. So my camera was like there was no battery, and even though I plugged it into charge, the battery was depleted. It ran for a bit, but I think there wasn't enough overall battery, even being on charge, to actually stay on. So it basically just kept shutting off. So don't worry, I'll fully charge the damn thing tonight, and then tomorrow it'll hold its charge basically. But yeah, again, see, the failure happened again. So they're good, the buyers at the bottom. They keep pushing those sellers away. And again, look, they bought the dip quite nicely there. It went from -70 to +8. So again, they bought the dip. But for this market to turn bullish, they don't just have to buy the dip, they have to buy the top. And that's what's missing. That's the missing piece of the puzzle, essentially. So it will be a good scalpers market, buying the dip. Every time you see the buyers come in, grab a few points, and then get out. Very quick scalps. You would have done very well today. But if you're holding like I tried, if you use my strategy to try and wait for the home run trade, yeah, it just wouldn't have worked, as you saw. So unfortunately, it is what it is. But shit happens. I still think there's going to be. I still think at some point today we're going to get that home run move. Even if the sellers manage to push it down for another leg, I still think at some point today sellers are going to stop selling overall, and we'll get that. We'll get that move happen. But I just don't think. I mean, it might happen now. It might happen a bit later. Who knows? But it just at this moment in time, again, the buyers are just not interested right now. They're waiting. All the buyers are waiting for these lows to be touched, and then they buy the dip, and then the other low, and the other low. I guess maybe they could be exhausting shorts, so they cut to sketchy area for sure. Absolutely, and that's another good thing. For the sellers, now you got to put yourself in the seller's shoes, right? You've been shorting aggressively all in this area, and you're seeing that you're kind of struggling to really, break the low here. Even these lows, we're kind of struggling. You're going to start losing faith in the market, and you'll start losing faith in the shorts, and you might back off for a bit, right? So it's really like it's a cocktail of the things, right? You want the sellers to lose faith and kind of exhaust themselves, but you also want what's happening here. So we had some stops get hit. Buyers have definitely got stopped out again. See, again, yeah, they just weren't willing. They came in very nicely here, failed at the top. Same story today. Tom, great to see you, man. Tom is short as fuck right now. Lovely to see that. Well, Tom, man, I hope you've definitely cashed in well today. I've been bullish all along, and I've been chopped up left, right, and center today. So well done, man. Well done. Again, look, see, buyers willing to come in at the bottom. Now, don't get me wrong, they're probably going to be good for a few points, right? They'll probably be able to push the market up a little bit, but then fail again at the critical moments, and it just goes back down again. Or even now they're failing, they didn't even get it that much higher. So I think overall sellers are taking this market maybe for another leg, and then maybe a bit later the buyers will take over. Who knows? But at this moment in time, I'm not seeing it, man. I'm just not seeing it. It's holding at that 29,000, but if that fails, it's a free fall. I agree with you. I absolutely agree. I think if the sellers can again break a lot of these lows and the buyers kind of give up, which I think they will soon, they might buy a few more dips, but I think ultimately the buyers are going to back off now. It's going to be another free fall down, and then the next wave will happen. Look at that. We're definitely seeing the buyers getting stopped out. We saw quite a few buyers getting stopped out. I think that's more likely these buyers here who came in just basically got stopped out. And then a fresh wave of buyers trying to get this market back up again. They're still trying to jab at these sellers. They're not, they want to squeeze the sellers out. And I do think it will happen. So I'd be very, very cautious as well in being in a short position, because this could, the moment those sellers exit the market, it's going to like whip up, you know, we'll have that kind of whip reaction. But this is definitely a critical area right now. Very, very critical. Oh, let's see. I am hungry. I am very hungry. Are you saying watch it whip and perhaps and then man, that song. I got like PTSD from that song, man. I think it was like everywhere at one point. It was just constantly everywhere. You couldn't escape it. Do you know what I mean? You know those overplayed tracks that just no matter where you go, every man and his dog is playing it. It's just give it a break, man. No song is that good. You know, turn on the TV as people dancing to it. Go to a shop, they're playing it in the background. Switch on, I don't know, some YouTube videos, some person's freaking playing it. It was just everywhere, man. Like, give it a break. It's always these like tracks that have some random dance associated to it, somehow go viral. Grocery store, exactly. You're there just to buy some bread and apples, and they're playing freaking music. That's the key. If you want to go viral, create a random little dance that's easy enough for, like, you know, like the single mum in her 30s, maybe even 40s, who's kind of reliving her youth. If you can make a song that's catchy enough and easy enough to dance along to, so some sort of choreographed dance for that person, you will go viral. That is the demographic, you know, you need to capture. Then you'll go viral. Can't be a complicated dance. You know, it has to be, any idiot needs to be able to learn the steps. Still haven't been stopped out. These, well, no, the buyers did get stopped out, but they're still adding. They still want to try and squeeze these sellers out, but I don't think they're going to do it here. The sellers are just too good at keeping the buyers at bay, you know? They're too good at keeping the buyers at bay. I might be wrong here, actually. I'm slowly starting to see a bit of a shift potentially. Give it a minute. Oh, I'm starting to see it. Chat, what do you think? Should I go in for another position? I know I said that was my last one, but potentially I'm liking. All right, I'm going to go one last. This genuinely is the last trade. I'm going in one last time. I'm seeing a little bit of beauty happening from the buyers here. Can we get the home run move? Can we do it? Is this what we've been waiting for? Let's do it. Come on, buyers. I saw a little bit of beauty from the buyers in and around this area here. But the question is, like, okay, they've pushed it up, okay, but I think the moment I see failure, I'm going to take the money because I got to look at it as a scalper's market. There is that thing in me that wants to hold it to the highs because I think we can get a really nice move if we do. But ultimately, every time the buyers in critical areas, they've just failed. So I'll give them one last shot to do it. But if I do see that failure happen, I won't allow it to go to my stop loss or break even again. All right, sellers coming in, 100. Let's see, are they effective? Buyers, you got to keep buying that top. I need to see that sell number drop. 140. You see, they're freaking failing, these bastards. They're coming in too strong. Come on. Little bit more. Let's get above those sellers. Come on, buyers. 190. Okay, they're slowly buying it up. Let's get above. Oh, sellers added. Come on. We're not completely. Really, I don't want to get below that. Really, where my stop is kind of the place. We haven't extended enough to kind of warrant a break even yet. Because I know buyers really just buy the dip, but I need to see buyers come in a little bit better. Okay. All right, it's not looking terrible. 28, 30. Give me a bit bigger numbers. 50, good. 80, yes. Come on. Oh, sellers dropped it back to 33. It's all right. There was a bit of hope there, though. You saw, maybe they can do that again. Minus 50. The sellers are still coming in. Come on, buyers. Give me another 80, 90, 100, something like that. We might have it here. Nah, look at it. Come on. You're kidding me, boys. Nah, I don't know, man. I don't know. I want to give them a chance, but at the same time, everything in me is saying it's the same shit. Get out. Get out while you're still in profit. But they do come in just lower down. That's the problem. But I just don't see it happening. Look at that. Look at the sellers adding. I think that's it. All right. Well, I either get stopped out or I don't. So let's see if, realistically, where's my stop? It's very tight. It should really be below that low there to allow enough movement, but I just don't think it's happening, man. We'll keep it where it is, and we'll call it a day if we get stopped out, which is going to happen probably. We saw that failure at the top, and we're out. All right, unfortunately, no good came from that. It was just, again, they just weren't willing to add volume in the critical areas. We saw a bit of magic. The same shit happened as has been happening all along. Oh, look at that. Big chunk of buyers getting stopped out right there. 465. Just wasn't happening. We saw it again. Bit of magic from the buyers, And then where it mattered, they just weren't doing it where it mattered. And ultimately, it's not going to happen. It's not going to happen. But that was potentially some take profits, actually. I think That's probably stops and take profits, and then this is trailed out sellers, and I think the sellers have got it for another leg. Is what it is. But we'll leave it at that for today. Tomorrow we'll come back and beat up that market and have a good day. So this is the first losing day we've had on this account. First losing day. Maybe I'm a bit rusty from a week break. Who knows? But it's what it is, man. The important thing is to know when to walk away, you know? Because right now, if you keep trading, you make it worse and worse and worse. But guys, I will be back on tomorrow, same time, 9:30 Eastern. So do catch me then. But thank you all for tuning in. Glad to see you all back again on the stream, even after a week's break. Much appreciated. You didn't forget about me. And I'll see you all tomorrow. Tom, well done for today. You called it. No problem. See you guys tomorrow. Take care, everyone. Bye-bye.